She left, and she knew exactly what she was doing. She thought she could walk away without consequence. She thought she could break you and move on. But what she doesn't know, what she'll never fully comprehend, is that your silence, your strength, and your ability to rise will be the loudest answer to her departure. You've been let down before, betrayed by people you trusted, manipulated, taken for granted, and left with nothing but questions. Maybe you've been discarded like an option. Maybe you've been ghosted after investing your heart and soul. And maybe, just maybe, it still hurts. But here's the truth you need to face. You're not here to beg for anyone's love. You're not here to be a source of comfort for someone who has already shown they don't deserve you. You're here to build the best version of yourself so that not only will she never get to take you for granted again, but no one else will either. This message is for the man who is done with being treated like an afterthought. This is for the man who has been lied to, strung along, or emotionally drained and is ready to finally find his power. It's time to rise, to become the man she wished she could have kept but never could. You don't need her approval, you need your own approval, and the path to reclaiming your strength begins with silence, discipline, and purpose. Number 1, don't react to the chaos. She's pulled away. She's sent mixed signals. She's ghosted you or thrown emotional chaos into your life. Your first instinct is to chase, to demand answers, to beg for the affection and attention she once freely gave you. But here's the hard truth. Your silence is your greatest weapon. When she tries to manipulate, withdraw, or test your worth, she's not doing it because she's confused or uncertain. She's testing you, testing your emotional stability, your strength, and your willingness to tolerate disrespect. When a man reacts to her games, he shows that he still needs her validation. He shows that he is controlled by his emotions, and most men fail here. You need to rewire your approach. Instead of reacting to her actions, you need to choose to master your own emotions. Instead of letting her chaos control your mood, your actions, and your energy, you step into your power by remaining grounded, unmoved by the distractions she throws at you. This isn't about playing games or pretending not to care. This is about choosing respect for yourself over emotional chaos. This is about becoming a man who isn't defined by someone else's presence or absence. So when she pulls away, you don't chase, you don't cry, you don't overanalyze. You go silent and turn inward. You don't need her validation. You need to channel that emotional energy into yourself. Start focusing on your goals, your fitness, your purpose. You become the man who doesn't chase because he's too busy becoming the man everyone wants, but few can keep. As you work on yourself, you'll notice a shift. She will begin to feel the void your absence leaves behind. She'll wonder where you went, why you stopped chasing. That question will stir something deep inside her. Not because you've played her game, but because you've created a new standard for your life. Number 2, silence speaks louder than words. She thought she had you figured out. She thought you'd always be there. She assumed she could pull back and you'd come crawling back. But you've stopped playing her game. And that, my friend, is where everything changes. When you choose silence over begging, when you don't chase after her attention, you send a message that no words ever could. You become the mystery she can't decode. And that mystery, that uncertainty, becomes the most powerful thing in her mind. Why? Because women are drawn to men who aren't easily figured out, who don't need to explain themselves, who don't flood them with constant attention or demands. The silence doesn't just keep her guessing, it makes her realize she's lost control. And when she starts realizing that, she starts wondering, what happened to him? Why didn't he chase me back? Does he really not care anymore? That is when her attraction for you reignites. Because the moment she realizes you've moved on and she no longer has a hold on you, she feels something she can't ignore. She starts to wonder if she made a mistake. She starts questioning her own decisions. And by then, you're no longer waiting for her. You've been too busy building yourself into the kind of man she can never manipulate again. This isn't about playing hard to get. This is about becoming so solid, so focused on your own growth, that she can't help but notice it. It's about your absence becoming more powerful than your presence. Number 3, your silence is your power. When you step back, when you don't chase, you begin to build a life that doesn't revolve around anyone else. You stop waiting for her validation, her attention, her love. You stop needing her to complete you. You complete yourself. You'll become the man who doesn't react to drama, who doesn't flinch when emotions are high. You become unmovable. And that's when everything changes. Not just in your relationships, in every part of your life. When you stop chasing people for validation, you start becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to be chased. You build your life, your goals, and your purpose with such focus and intention that the people around you start noticing. You stop being the man who begs for attention and start becoming the man who commands it. This doesn't mean you shut yourself off emotionally. It means you start choosing yourself first. You build the life that makes you proud, no matter who's around to see it. And once you stop chasing, once you stop needing approval, the world begins to change around you. The people who truly value you will step forward. The people who never did will fall away. Number 4, turn pain into progress. When she pulls away, when she hurts you, that pain is not a weakness, it's fuel. The world teaches us that pain should be avoided, numbed, or rejected. But the true warrior knows that pain is the fire that forges his strength. Instead of allowing the pain to consume you, you channel it. You turn it into action. You turn it into growth. You turn it into progress. Start working on your goals. Hit the gym. Work harder on your side hustle. Master your skills. Push your boundaries mentally and physically. Become a man who doesn't need emotional highs to fuel his purpose. You become the man who, when he faces pain, rises. Because here's the truth, a strong body leads to a strong mind. And when you become stronger, nothing can break you. You're not asking for her to come back anymore. You've become too busy building a life she can't fit into. Number 5, she will feel the absence, but you will be unshaken. You've stopped chasing. You've stopped begging. You've become the man who walks away from anyone who doesn't deserve his presence. And when she feels the absence, it's not just physical, it's emotional. She'll start to notice. She'll start asking questions. What happened to you? Where did you go? And no matter how she tries to fill that void, she'll never be able to. Because you've transformed. And when she reaches out, you don't respond the way you used to. You've grown. You've become the kind of man who doesn't flinch when she texts you or calls you. You've become the man who doesn't need her to feel complete. And that, my friend, is when everything shifts. You don't need her anymore. You're too busy living your purpose, too busy becoming the man she can never replace. If this video inspired you, if you feel like you have regained your strength, and if you want to learn more, don't forget to subscribe. With each new video, we are here to help you build your life stronger, clearer, and more focused. Subscribe and join us on this journey. You can also help this message reach more people by liking and commenting on the video. Take action to be changed and empowered forever.